guys, this is Suzanne HB, Crazy Just Might Work on Instagram, and this tutorial is on the beautiful Façade bracelet, which has got a very interesting kind of pattern line in it. Interesting shapes. It completely hides the chain that it's based on, gets trapped in the middle of it. So today I'm going to do my inside chain with white metallic, and then I'm going to try using the silks colours to do the outside part of it along this way. So hopefully it's a little bit difficult to demonstrate this one because you've got to hang on to a couple of loops, but I'll do my best to turn it so that you can see what I'm doing. Alright, well I'm going to do this as a silks rainbow, and the pattern is exactly the same from the very start. So you start in the cap band, you're going to be working through the cap band. This is going to be the front rainbow shape round cap band, but we're going to be working from the side, going back to front like so. It's based on leaf stitches, so I'll give you a quick rundown of the leaf stitch as we start. So you go through the cap band and grab your first colour. You need 2 bands to make a leaf stitch. Cross your bands over. The one that's going onto the hook should be underneath the one that's going and the one next to it. So you go under that one, over the next one, under that one, and pull it up. Pull it through. Okay, so you get to the stage where you've gone through. You take this left hand loop off and put it together with the loop of the long stem part of the leaf stitch. Then you go up to the next part and make sure you've got it facing the correct way. You want to be going through the same way as you went through the original, which is from back to front. And then we're going to attach, I'm just going to let this go for a sec so you can see what I'm doing. There's this long loop from the leaf stitch, and there's this part of the loop that's the same band as this. You're going to attach the long part first, and then grab this other end of this other loop and bring it around and attach it over it. And make sure that that is not twisted, that it's straight from one side to the other. So grab your next colour, another leaf stitch. So one band underneath another, go under, over, under, pull that through everything on the, try not to twist the bands. You're going to have to let go of this one off the hook and grab it with your opposite hand. Work out where you're going to and from. This is the back, this is the front. So we're going through from back to front. If I turn it, you'll see that I'm heading towards the front. And we're going to attach this loop first, and then this loop coming round from the side without a twist. Next colour, another leaf stitch, under, over, under, pulling that through. Try not to twist the bands you're pulling it through. Not having much luck with that one. Like so. Grab a hold of that band loop there, go up to the next chain and go through front to back. Attach the long band and attach the other side of this loop that's sitting on the end of the hook, like so. Coming up to your next colour. Same thing over again. Make a leaf stitch. The other way to make a leaf stitch, if you want to, is you can just put the loose band there, and whoops, till I don't make it this way, pull it over the top of another band, like so. Doesn't matter what way you make it, so long as that's the configuration you get. Pulling it through, trying not to twist. Okay, taking off that loop, up to the next chain. Really do have to use all the fingers on your hand in this one. Through that way, so it's front to back. Getting the long loop, and see how that's looking twisted. We want to make sure that is straight, so the band is sitting nice and straight before it goes on, so it gives a smooth line. Up to the next colour, leaf stitch, bring it through, grab that loop, go up to the next chain in the centre. You can let go of it or you can hang on to it, doesn't matter. These bands hold pretty well, so if you've got bands that are a little bit slippery, you just have to hold on to that band as you put this one on, and then put this one on, again making sure that it's straight. Next colour, leaf stitch, pull through. If you get a bit stuck with pulling through the leaf stitch for some reason, you've got sticky bands or whatever, if you get a bit stuck, you can pull one band through and then attach, hang on to this side, and then pull another loop through. I'll show that on the next one. So take that loop off and sort of move it towards yourself like that. So if you turn it over, you've got this original loop, the long loop, and this other end of this band, like that, going through. That way, if you don't have to, if you have to hold them, you just take your band, you hook and push it through that back one, and then that front one will come around. Okay, so if you're getting stuck with pulling the leaf stitch through, you can just pull one band through, which is obviously easier than pulling a double band through, like so. You can either hang on to that if you need to. These bands just hold really well, but hang on to that and pull a band through there. Now you've already got those two bands you need to hold on to. Go through the center chain, pick up that band, whoops, pick up the band which was the long one that goes actually through to this one here. So this is the opposite side of this, and then this is the opposite side of this, and that loops on over the top. So you can see it's working its way up the chain, and we've just got it on one side so far. I'll just do a few more because it is a little bit unusual. So I prefer to do mine on the leaf stitch because I'm so used to using leaf stitches. Grabbing a hold of that one. So I've got two loops in my hand. There. Going through, so been through this one, go up through the next one. And if I turn my hand all the way over, you'll see that's the one you're looping on first, and then this is the one you're looping on second. Like that. So that's run me through my entire rainbow of colours. Now if I were going to finish it off there, I would just grab a white band. Just depends. If you want to finish it off, finish and start with the colours on the outside, you can make your cap band the colour that you're doing along the outside, and you can make your ending ones the colour along the outside as well. I'm just going to loop a band through that one to start with, and I'll come back to that. So that's one side. Don't worry about the whole twisting thing, because you're now going to go over to the other side and even it up. Okay, coming back the other way is exactly the same. It's just that we're going to be going in to these two remaining loops of the centered chain, and we need to make sure that we're working from the back to the front. So if we look at what we've made now, it was made along the right hand side. So this is, this is where we started here and went into the first chain here, facing this way. So when we start again, we're going to start, sorry, I need to bring my cap band around. That might make it clearer. There you go, now I've got my cap band around straight. Okay, so we went into this cap band and then we went up. So this edge here is the top. So when we go in, we're going to go into the cap band and make sure that we're going in from back to front or bottom to top, coming back the other way. So we need to do a leaf stitch to start, just as before, pulling it through. Now, because we are working in reverse, it's going to go on that side. When we were working back the other way, we pulled it over this way, but to make it match, we're going to be pulling it over this way to match up. So I'll demonstrate that. We grab that just as before, so that's the same thing. You've got the two loops in your opposite hand. You go through from back to front. You attach the loop which matches up to the other side of this, which you'll be able to see if you pull that. That's the loop you're picking up first, like so. And then this one needs to be straight, and it will go on not from this side but from the cap band side. So like that and like that. That will, this first one's always a bit tricky because it's the cap band, but that will make it fit and be balanced on this end. So we'll do that again, and I'll show you that a few times too. So we'll go to the next colour, which is the green. Do a leaf stitch, go through everything on the hook just as before, losing focus. And pull it through. Now I'm going to grab this green one and swap positions there, so it's towards the back, like that. Go up to the next chain. It's very easy to know which way to go when you get here because you've only got really one option. You've only got two loops left. Put on the first loop, which matches up with this one, which looks like it's got twisted. Let me just check that. alright. And then this one should be straight and coming around behind and hooking over, like so. So it's the same thing, except before we were hooking over the front. It still probably would work the same, it's just it needs to be around that side to be symmetrical. Okay, leaf stitch. This side is trickier. I find it trickier anyway. You may not. Okay. So letting go of that. Sorry, letting go of that loop. Going to the next chain. Picking up that one coming through there. Still looks like it's getting twisted. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing there. I think it's just the way it's sitting for the moment. So pop that one on, make sure that one's straight and bring it round and over the end of the hook, like so. Pulling it through. You may find it easier on this side to pull the single band through. Oops, let that one off the hook. Go up to the next chain. Grab that one, which is this loop. Make sure that one's straight and hook it over the end. You see it's starting to form. This pattern along the top. Okay, next one. It's my red. I love these silks, they make such a gorgeous rainbow. It's one of my mum's favourite patterns, so I'm going to actually make this into a complete bracelet. And give it to her. Up to the next one. Pop on that loop, which goes to this one. And then this loop, make sure it's straight. Put it on over the end, like so. Helps if you take that loop off, doesn't it? Coming through. Picking up this loop. Straightening up. Grabbing the other loop. And the last one on this rainbow. Another way of making that leaf stitch. and then I'll pop through another white metallic band, and what I would normally do is I would undo, so these are going to be my finishing bands, so I would find the one that I had put through the other side, carefully undo it, grab the side of the loop that's going through the inside and the outside, so they matched, and you can either put the C-clip on that if you've got a large C-clip, or you could put another band through those and finished off like that. As I said, you can make the colours the same as the outside so it's more consistent if you like. I had a weird ending to this one. I wasn't quite sure what I was doing when I made this first one. I think that was the beginning part, so I wound some bands around so it wasn't so loose in the end, but at this end I've just taken the blue bands, which were the outside, and put all four, so those four that we caught at the end, I just put all four on a large clip. So that's really your option, what you want to do with that closing, and then go down and find the cap band and make sure it's coming from between where it starts, because it wants to twist up a little bit, so kind of have to work out which way the cap band comes, whether it comes from there or whether you pull it through from here, which one makes the things sit neater. And yeah, there you have it. So you've got this side, which it's quite tweakable because basically it's just two borders on that side, so you just tweak it until you've got it sitting nicely, and yeah, there you have it. It's the beautiful facade. So I'm hoping that this has been clear and you'll be able to understand it and do it, and I'll see some of your lovely renditions soon on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, give me a like and subscribe. Check me out on Facebook on Crazy Just Might Work, and I'll catch you later. Bye.